So the New York Jets are going to open the 2024 season on Monday Night Football. Who are they going to play? San Francisco 49ers, the Super Bowl runners-up. Okay. And healthy Aaron Rodgers, they're going to do it. They opened up last year Monday Night Football too. Now, something crazy about the 49ers too. Do you remember Leonard Floyd, who's the guy that ended Aaron Rodgers' season last year after 4 plays? He's playing with the 49ers now. So now they do have the Jets do have a revamped and beefed up offensive line, which they're going to need to protect Aaron Rodgers and protect Tyrod Taylor and their new weapons they got in free agency and in the draft. But this is a big Monday Night Football. And again, now the hopes are higher on the Jets this year. Levy, there are a lot of fans of mine, including myself. I've got higher hopes for the Jets. They were in the 7-10 last year. I think they could win 10 games this year. I think they could be a playoff team. Okay, I think they could make maybe they can win some games in the postseason. So, but we'll see. And they got to stay healthy. They have to perform, right? So, and again, whatever else comes out with the Jets, make sure that you're subbed to the channel. That way you don't miss it. Okay, because I'll put out breaking news. And we just found out too that they tried firing and replacing the offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett, this offseason. That just kind of like leaked yesterday. So, and a lot of folks are kind of up in arms about it, but they didn't do it. But they definitely tried to do it under the radar. So that's another little piece of Jets news for you right there if you haven't heard. But with that said, I do have some huge signings that took place yesterday. Huge. Number one, Jared Goff, quarterback for the Detroit Lions, signed a 4-year, $212 million contract extension. $170 million of it's guaranteed. So that is a huge deal. They're keeping their mainstay quarterback there. Okay, remember they traded him for Matthew Stafford, who's over with the Rams now. So, and another signing. This is Antoine Winfield. Okay, safety for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He signed a monster 4-year, $84.1 million contract extension. $45 million of it's guaranteed. So setting records for safeties. So those are 2 huge signings that happened yesterday. Okay, and the news on the Jets. They're playing the Niners. Opening day, Monday Night Football, which is essentially opening season. Let me know what your thoughts are. How do you feel about the Jets this year? Could they do? There's some talk about them maybe adding another offensive line piece like David Bakhtiari, who was Aaron Rodgers' former teammate at the Green Bay Packers, but now for offensive line depth. But we'll see what happens. I mean, they brought in Alan Lazard last year, and to give Aaron Rodgers a familiar target to throw to, and that didn't really pan out. And I don't know if they're going to move on from him or keep him now that Aaron Rodgers is healthy. Maybe it'll make more sense. But they also added a wide receiver in the draft. They've got Garrett Wilson too, so they've got some depth at wide receiver, which they need. But I'm wondering, what are your thoughts? I mean, I like the fact that they've added 2 running backs to go with Breece Hall, which is a good feel in the draft. And again, adding these offensive weapons to take advantage of this beefed up offensive line is a smart idea for the Jets. Okay, and they beefed up an already stout defense. So I don't really have much doubts about their defense. And I think they're going to be pretty good. So, but give me your thoughts. Where do you see the Jets finishing this year? I'm finishing about 10-7. That's my early prediction. They could go bad. I mean, they could go worse too. But I wouldn't be surprised if they win 11 or 12 games either. So I think the AFC East is relatively wide open. Looks like the Patriots are going on a tear down and rebuild, right? The Bills, I don't know. I mean, they lost a lot of folks too, but they're always going to be formative as long as they have Josh Allen. We'll see how the Dolphins do with Tua, and we'll see what happens in the AFC East. It's going to be an interesting, really interesting. And what else is in there? The Ravens, obviously too. So, give me your thoughts. I really want to know what your thoughts are. But those are the 2 biggest signings that happened yesterday. Okay, and the Jets news that leaked, and then we just found out they're going to play the Niners on opening day. I keep saying opening day, Monday Night Football. I get baseball confused with football sometimes, but I'm excited about it. I do think they could beat the Niners, and it would be off to a good start if they did. I mean, the Niners are a pretty darn good team. And Christian McCaffrey and the rest of the gang with Debo, and I think they're going to be pretty formidable, and I wouldn't be surprised if they went to the Super Bowl again. But let's talk about it, gang. I'll keep you updated. Talk to you next time.